Have you ever stopped to consider the incredible power of your own mind? That's right. The same mind that can conjure up fears and doubts is also the key to unlocking unparalleled self-assurance and poise. Today, we're not just talking about gaining confidence, we're embarking on an odyssey to understand and master it. It's like we're archaeologists uncovering the ancient secrets of Stoicism and applying this timeless wisdom to our modern lives. This isn't just about feeling confident. It's about building a fortress of calm and resilience in the face of life's storms. It's about learning to control what we can and to let go of what we cannot. Every moment of self-doubt, every shadow of fear is an opportunity to grow stronger, to become more anchored in our true selves. So let's challenge ourselves. Let's expand our boundaries. And remember, if you find value in what we're exploring today, don't forget to subscribe, share, and like this video. And I encourage you to watch it all the way through without skipping. Every part of this journey is a step towards transforming your confidence with the wisdom of Stoicism. Think about Epictetus, one of the great Stoic philosophers. He didn't just talk about knowing your strengths and weaknesses. He pushed for an understanding of your core, your essence. What drives your decisions? Are you moving through life based on your true beliefs, or are you just mirroring what you think you should be doing? This is crucial because every single day, life throws a bunch of challenges at us, and how we react to these challenges, that's what defines us. It's like this. Imagine you're faced with a tough decision at work or in your personal life. Do you react impulsively based on fear or pressure, or do you pause, reflect, and respond based on your true self? Now let's make this practical. How do you start this journey of self-knowledge? It's not as daunting as it sounds. Start small. Maybe keep a journal. Write down your thoughts and feelings about the day's events. Reflect on why you felt a certain way or why you made certain decisions. Are these reactions and decisions in line with your core values and beliefs, or are they influenced by external factors, like what others might think or societal expectations? This is where Stoicism really shines. It teaches us to look inward, to question, to understand our true nature. And you know what? There's an incredible power in that when you start acting in line with your real self. Not only do you make decisions that are right for you, but you also build genuine, unshakable confidence. The Stoics, they were realists. They understood that some things in life are just out of our hands. Think about it. We can't control the weather, we can't control what others think or do, and we definitely can't rewind time. So what's the point in stressing over these immovable objects? Stoicism teaches us the art of discernment, knowing what we can change and what we must learn to accept. Now, let's talk about focusing on what we can control. This is where your power lies. Your reactions, your decisions, your mindset, these are in your domain. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, getting late for an important meeting. You can't control the traffic, right? But you can control how you react to it. Instead of letting frustration take over, you can choose to remain calm. Maybe listen to some music or an audiobook that's accepting what you can't change and focusing on what you can. This isn't about surrendering or being passive. It's about using your energy wisely. Why waste your strength fighting against the unchangeable when you can use it to create positive change in areas where you actually have influence? And here's the real beauty of this approach. When you start focusing on what you can control, you begin to feel more empowered, more at peace. It's like suddenly life feels a little lighter because you're not carrying the weight of the impossible. Accepting what you can't change is not giving up. It's choosing to be strategic. It's about making peace with the uncontrollable and empowering yourself to act where you can make a real difference. This mindset is a total game changer. It's not just about making life easier, it's about making it more meaningful. Think about what really matters in your life. It could be your family, your passion, your health, your peace of mind. Now, how much of your time and energy are you actually devoting to these things? It's so easy to get seated track. It isn't it? We often find ourselves canoe deep in things that in the grand scheme of things don't really contribute to our happiness or well-being. Stoicism teaches us the importance of discernment in where we place our attention. It's about identifying the noise, all those distractions and energy drainers, and consciously choosing to not let them dominate our lives. This might mean setting boundaries like turning off notifications on your phone for a few hours or learning to say no to commitments that don't align with your priorities. It's about reclaiming your time and energy for the things that truly matter. Focusing on what matters isn't about neglecting your responsibilities or ignoring the world around you. It's about finding a balance where you're aware of and engaged in the important things without letting the trivial stuff take over. And when you start focusing on what's truly important, you'll find that sense of inner peace and confidence. It's like clearing the fog to reveal a beautiful view. You'll be amazed at how much more productive, fulfilled, and grounded you feel when your energy is invested in the right places. Let's take a moment to reflect. What are the things that really matter to you? How can you shift more of your focus onto them? Remember, it's not about making drastic changes overnight. It's about those small conscious choices that gradually steer your life in a more meaningful direction. Focus is your superpower. Use it wisely and watch how it transforms your life. When we talk about toughness, we're not just talking about physical strength. We're talking about mental and emotional resilience, the kind of toughness that turns life's challenges into stepping stones. As the wise Seneca once said, it's not what happens to us, but how we react those matters. This is the essence of Stoic toughness. Life can be tough sometimes. We all face challenges, setbacks, disappointments. It's part of the human experience. But here's the key. It's not about avoiding these challenges. It's about how we handle them. Each difficult moment, each obstacle is an opportunity to grow stronger, to forge our inner strength. Think of life's challenges like a fire. They can either consume you or they can refine you like iron in a forge. It's your choice. Do you see a setback as a defeat or as a chance to learn and come back stronger? This perspective shift is at the heart of Stoic philosophy. Building toughness is about cultivating a mindset of resilience. It's about facing challenges head-on with courage instead of fear. It's about acknowledging your emotions, but not letting them control your actions. You might feel scared, unsure, or overwhelmed, and that's okay. It's what you do with those feelings that counts. Remember, building toughness is a process. It doesn't happen overnight. It's about taking those small steps every day. When you encounter a tough situation, take a deep breath and ask yourself, what can I learn from this? How can I use this experience to become stronger? And here's something crucial. Being tough doesn't mean you don't ask for help. In fact, knowing when to seek support is a sign of strength. It's about understanding and accepting your limitations and recognizing that sometimes the toughest thing you can do is reach out. So embrace life's challenges. Welcome them as teachers. Each time you overcome a difficulty, you're not just surviving, you're growing, evolving into a more resilient version of yourself. This is the Stoic way, finding strength in adversity, learning to dance in the rain. Instead of just waiting for the storm to pass, building your toughness, your resilience, is one of the most empowering things you can do. It's about being prepared for whatever life throws your way and knowing that you have the strength to handle it. So let's keep forging our toughness step by step, challenge by challenge. When we talk about humility, it's easy to misunderstand it as downplaying your abilities or achievements. But that's not it at all. True humility, the kind the Stoics advocated for, is about recognizing that while your light shines bright, there are countless other lights shining around you too. It's about understanding your place in the grand scheme of things. Humility is a cornerstone of Stoicism. It teaches us to listen more and talk less. This isn't about silencing your voice, but about opening your ears and heart to others. It's about learning from everyone and every situation. Remember, everyone has a story, a lesson, a piece of wisdom to share, and when we're humble, we're in the best position to receive these gifts. Think about your successes. It feels great to achieve something right, but consider this: were those successes solely your doing? What about the people who supported you, who taught you, who stood by you? When things got tough, recognizing their contributions doesn't diminish your achievements, it enriches them. It shows that you understand the power of collaboration and gratitude. We live in a society that often prioritizes appearances and individual achievement, but beneath this veneer there's a deep yearning for genuine connections, for authenticity. Humility is the key that opens this door. It allows us to form real bonds, to learn from others, and to grow as individuals. Embracing humility also means being honest with yourself. It's about acknowledging your mistakes, owning them, and learning from them. It's about being open to feedback and criticism, understanding that these are opportunities for growth. This self-awareness is at the heart of Stoicism. It's about continually striving to be a better version of yourself. So how do we cultivate humility? Start by expressing gratitude, recognize and appreciate the role others play in your life. Celebrate their achievements as much as your own. Practice active listening. Really listen to understand, not just to respond. And most importantly, stay curious. Always be willing to learn, to grow, to change. Remember, humility isn't a weakness, it's a strength. It's not about hiding your light. It's about eliminating others. By embracing humility, you don't just grow in confidence, you become a beacon for others, inspiring respect and admiration. So let's keep our feet on the ground and our hearts open. That's the path to true wisdom and confidence. When we talk about integrity, it means that your actions are in harmony with your beliefs. It's easy to say you believe in something, but the real test comes in living out those beliefs, especially when it's challenging or inconvenient. This is where you show your true colors. Living by your beliefs is something you do in both big and small ways. It's in the major life decisions like choosing a career path or a partner, but it's also in the everyday moments. It's in the way you treat people, the way you handle responsibilities, the way you react under pressure. It's about being the same person on the inside that you present to the outside world. Now let's be clear, living by your beliefs doesn't mean being perfect. We're all human, and we all make mistakes. What's important is how you respond to those mistakes. Do you learn from them? Do you use them as opportunities to grow and improve? This is what the Stoics were all about: continual self-improvement, constantly striving to be better, to be more aligned with your core values. One of the best ways to live by your beliefs is to reflect regularly. Take time to think about your actions. Do they reflect your values? Are you proud of the choices you're making? If not, what can you change? Remember, this isn't about beating yourself up over mistakes. It's about honest self-assessment and growth. So think about what you stand for. What are the values that you want to define your life? Once you've got a clear picture, commit to those values. Make them non-negotiable. This is how you build a life of authenticity, a life that's true to who you are at your core. Living by your beliefs is empowering. It gives you a sense of purpose and direction. It helps you navigate through life's challenges and decisions with confidence. And importantly, it earns you respect from others and from yourself. Let's make a commitment to not just know our beliefs, but to live them out loud every single day. This might sound a bit cliché or even simplistic, but hear me out. The practice of gratitude, deeply rooted in Stoic philosophy, is about much more than just saying thank you. It's a mindset, a way of looking at the world that can fundamentally shift your perspective from what you lack to the abundance that surrounds you. Let's start with the basics. How do you practice gratitude? It's as simple as waking up each morning and thinking of 3 things you're grateful for. And I mean anything: the warmth of your bed, the smell of coffee, a message from a friend. This simple act has the power to change the tone of your entire day. It shifts your focus away from the negatives and towards the positives. But gratitude isn't just about personal reflection. It's about extending that appreciation to others. It's recognizing the barista who makes your coffee just right, the colleague who always lends a helping hand, the friend who listens when you need to vent. Expressing gratitude to these people not only strengthens your relationships, but also reinforces your own sense of happiness and well-being. Here's the thing about gratitude: it's contagious. When you express gratitude, you not only lift your own spirits, but also those of the people around you. It creates a positive feedback loop that can transform your environment, making it more positive and supportive. Gratitude also plays a huge role in building resilience. When we face challenges or tough times, focusing on what we're grateful for can be incredibly grounding. It reminds us that even in the midst of hardship, there are still things to be thankful for. This perspective is at the heart of Stoic thought. It's about finding calm and strength in the face of adversity, and gratitude is a powerful tool in achieving that. Now let's be real. Practicing gratitude isn't always easy, especially when you're feeling down or things aren't going your way. But that's exactly when it's most important. It's a skill like any other that gets stronger with practice. The more you do it, the more natural it becomes, and the more profound its effects. What are 3 things you're grateful for right now? As you make gratitude a daily practice, watch how it transforms your perspective, your interactions, and your overall sense of well-being. Remember, in a world that often focuses on what's missing, gratitude helps us see the abundance that's already there. Epictetus, a sage in the Stoic world, once said only the educated are free, he wasn't just talking about formal education, about degrees and diplomas. He was talking about the education of life, the learning that comes from being endlessly curious about the world and the people in it. Embracing learning and curiosity is about adopting a mindset that's always open, always questioning, always eager to understand more. It's about recognizing that no matter how much you know, there's always more to learn. And this isn't just intellectual, it's emotional and spiritual growth too. So how do you embrace this in your daily life? Start by making a personal pledge to learn something new every day. It doesn't have to be huge. Maybe a word in a new language, a fact about a culture different from yours, a new recipe, or even a better understanding of a friend's point of view. The point is to keep your mind active and engaged, to keep expanding your horizons. Curiosity also means being open to other people's perspectives. It's about listening, really listening to what others have to say, even if or especially if their views are different from your own. This is how you grow, how you expand your empathy and understanding. It's how you build bridges instead of walls. Remember, the world is an incredibly diverse and complex place. There are so many different ways of living, thinking, and being. When you embrace curiosity, you open yourself up to all of it. You become a student of life, constantly learning, evolving, and growing. And here's the best part. This kind of learning keeps your heart and mind young. It keeps you engaged with the world, excited about each new day. It's a lifelong adventure that never gets old. Every new piece of knowledge, every new insight is like a treasure that enriches your life. So let's take this journey together. Let's commit to being lifelong learners, to keeping our minds open and our curiosity alive. Let's explore, question, and understand. As we do, we'll not only enrich our own lives, but also contribute to a more understanding, empathetic, and connected world. And that brings us to the end of our journey today. But remember, every end is just the beginning of something new. As you go forward armed with these Stoic insights, remember that the real magic happens in the application. It's in the moments you choose resilience over despair, curiosity over indifference, humility over pride. These aren't just tips, they're stepping stones to a richer, more meaningful life. You've got this incredible toolkit now, a Stoic blueprint for living with purpose, passion, and peace. So take these lessons, apply them, and watch as your world transforms. And when you stumble, because we all do, remember that each fall is just an opportunity to rise stronger, wiser, and more determined. If you found value in our time together today, if any of these words have struck a chord in your heart, I encourage you to keep the momentum going. On the screen, you'll see a playlist of videos we put together, each one designed to further guide, inspire, and empower you on your journey. Dive into them, explore, and continue growing. Thank you for sharing this time with me. Your support, your engagement, your journey, it all means the world. Remember, we're not just individuals on separate paths. We're a community learning and growing together. So hit that subscribe button, join our community, and let's keep making strides towards a life filled with joy, wisdom, and fulfillment. Until next time, keep exploring, keep growing, and keep being the incredible person you are.